my bullets
Hold
while
on.
I was aiming down.
Follow.
No,
Hold on.
Break.
Alright. Alright, Sergeant Scotch, welcome to our team speak. These are my NCOs and my officer corps. We do have two lances, but they're section leaders. They're stepping in for the, two of the NCOs from weapons platoon and first platoon. There's Lance Corporal Dexter, Lance Corporal Blair, Lieutenant Follow. He's acting, commanding officer of our pilots. Tyrone, well, his name is First Lieutenant Utah. He's a Unit XO, and then Corporal Annexer, who's part of the Reaper team, and also he's one of my admin guys.
Okay, pleasure to meet all of you.
Nice to meet you.
Greetings.
Staff Sergeant Bentler should be joining us, but there he is. We're currently doing NCO training with one of our corporals, so we may be a little bit distracted, but we're listening and I'm also recording, so I can refer back to the information given.
Alright, so we'll fix your tags later, by the way, because they're kind of fucked up. So tomorrow is pretty much going to go down like this. NCOs, COs, they need to show up 30 minutes before the actual range. Freaking Potato, who's the server owner, and whoever else is going to be Zeusing. I think it's going to be Utah and Windriver possibly. They need to be here an hour early. We need to get the range set up. I don't want that shit to happen where, you know, it takes about an hour to do shit, you know, to get the ball rolling happen. So we're gonna try to do better with that, and I think that would be a good fix. Freaking, it's gonna start off with a safety brief. Everybody from 5MU, 4-7, are gonna receive a safety brief. They're gonna be notified of a bivouac area, like in case they need to go AFK. There's gonna be a certain area to go AFK. The range is gonna be fairly large, because we do need to do multiple things.
Oh shit, I'm sorry about that.
So it's we're pretty much going to be going over radio etiquette for everybody. It's kind of like a refresher. Get some practice in with doing that. It's like kind of like a round robin type thing. So it should take between 15 to 20 minutes per station. There's going to be another one for small unit tactics, so fire team rushing, patrolling, call-outs, shit like that. We're going to have weapons training as well, so 31 training, 41 training, 51 training, so machine gunners, mortars, assaultmen. We're going to teach you guys how we do things with our weapon systems. It might be similar to what you guys do. It might be a little different. It's just kind of like we're doing this, so us two can operate better once we start doing actual, you know, large scale ops together. We did the same thing with 17, and it went pretty smoothly. So I think it'll benefit both of us in the long run, doing this type of stuff. From there, doing all that crap should take about maybe like an hour and a half, worst case scenario.
User was moved to your channel.
And from there, we actually will do an op.
Oh, no.
And that op in itself should take about 45 minutes to an hour.
Utah, what have you done?
And it's pretty much going to be like a simulated assault. Well, I mean, by simulated, I mean like there's going to be like NPCs and shit like that and everything, like everything in between. Because I want to see if people learn something. They're going to apply the newly learned skills. They're going to put that into the operation. So, you know, like machine gunners, they're going to learn talking guns. They're going to learn how to call ad racks. Same thing with 41s. They're going to learn how to do a fire mission, all that shit. Freaking 51s. They're going to learn how to breach through buildings or breach through obstacles, take down vehicles, understanding the concept of a backblast, knowing the procedures, moving from the cold to hot, or, you know, going straight to the hot position if it's a hasty, if they need to do a hasty deployment of the rocket. And then with the 11s, you know, from the fire team rushing, breaching in, pushing their opponent, pretty much pushing the enemy, assaulting through and shit like that. We're gonna teach people ace reports, teach them ad racks, all that good stuff. Freaking NCOs, or if you're a Lance, you're stepping in for your freaking NCO, you pass on all this information to them. Good to go?
We don't have any NCOs in Weapon Squad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, fucker left, XD. And then Utah got moved up to XL. Alright, fair enough. Well, you pass that on to your Marines player.
Alright.
Hey, wake up.
And then Dexter, you pass it on to Sergeant Green if he shows up. I do know that...
Can you
Yeah,
move
can
First
you
Lieutenant
move
Bacon in here?
Alright. Where is he?
User was moved to your channel.
There he is. And,
Us.
Hello?
yes.
Okay.
Just suddenly got silent.
I think he's... Sorry,
Yeah,
just
you're
going
waiting
by
for your
your list right now.
Yeah, I think we're waiting for the, lieutenant.
He's here. Bacon, you're here, right?
He's in here.
One that said hola when he came in.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
Well, I have to fucking repeat everything I said.
No, you don't. I have it recorded. So just
I'm
continue.
gonna repeat everything I said. That their whole recording thing, I don't know. That irks me.
Okay.
We got everything down, so if there was anything else that we should know, we should go ahead and have it down and ready to go for the next.
Right. Well, follow what we're gonna. I want you to teach how to properly call for Cassivacs or
User
Attack-Evac.
disconnected from your channel.
Fucking, like with the popping smoke and calling in, your grid. And then we're calling Kaz. Since you're the pilot, you want to be able to teach the Marines how to do it. Because Kaz is very important in combined arms.
Right.
Without combined arms, if you don't implement if you don't properly implement combined arms, you don't achieve fire superiority. If you don't achieve fire superiority, your Marines are gonna get fucking slaughtered. You're gonna take unnecessary casualties. So calling in for Kaz, doing shit like that, that's crucial for the infantry. So I want you to to set up a little class for that, like a hip pocket class. And
You want the 5th to set it up, or you want your guys to set up?
I'll let Follow set it up. I want to do something where it's like we host a
Hey,
range
wake
for
up.
training, and then you guys host a range too. Like that, you learn shit from us. Like you'll learn some stuff from us, and then we'll learn some stuff from you guys.
Alright. So, are we still going to do it right now? I'm not seeing much right now active. I think everything. But
We're
I
not-
think somebody's might help.
Well, the range is tomorrow.
Alright.
The range is tomorrow, same time, 1800.
Got it.
Freaking, as I said, NCOs, officers, and instructors, they need to be here an hour prior. 30 minutes, like, an hour prior is preferable, but 30 minutes is like the bare minimum because it shouldn't take too long to set up the fucking map. Where's Potato? Did he leave?
Yeah, you have to go.
Shit.
Real quick. When's the
The map's
operation?
already good. The map's already set up and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, good. Alright, go ahead.
Remind me when, so the combined operation starts Sunday, correct?
What?
Tomorrow? Oh.
Sunday's Easter.
Alright. Just want to be
It's
sure.
tomorrow. It's
Alright.
tomorrow.
Alright, sorry. Just writing it down.
You're good. Oh, fuck. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, right. So, freaking the groups, we're gonna split them up. We're gonna split them up into, what is it? Okay, so we got 31s, 41s, 51s, radio, fire team rushing, and then cast. So that's 6. Those are 6 different circuits, about 15 minutes each. So we have 6 different groups. There are gonna be 3 groups in one area, 3 groups in another area. For the radio and the weapons cross training, that's gonna be in a pretty small area, like, you know, where the buildings are at and stuff like that. Because they're just gonna learn how to use the weapon systems, the purpose of the weapon systems, and then for doing fire team rushing, and all that other good shit, it's gonna have to be done in a pretty open area. So we'll make it where like it doesn't turn into a clusterfuck, because if we have 6 groups running around one confined space, you know, doing stuff, it is gonna turn into a clusterfuck. So we're gonna want to split it up into 2 groups. 2 groups of like freaking one half does fuck, this is getting okay, sorry. I'll start again. 6 groups. Those 6 groups split off into two groups of 3. So 3 groups, one area, 3 groups in another area. Weapon systems and radio is going to be one thing, and then everything else is going to be another thing. So CAS, fire team rushing, freaking triage, or like, you know, first aid shit. That'll be done in open area. And it shouldn't take too long. It should take like 15 minutes. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are pretty familiar with the stuff. We're just going to teach kind of like the big stuff that we do here, and then see how everyone does it, because it's not just a refresher for us. It's not just to, you know, to do cross training with 5MU. It's also to do, you know, it's also a refresher for ourselves, because we haven't been doing this shit in about a month. It's mostly just ops and stuff like that. So I feel like we need to go back to the doctrine itself, because we've had a couple people departing the unit, and those guys, well, they weren't exactly good at their jobs. I mean, they were good Marines, don't get me wrong, but I mean, when it comes to like teaching and mentoring, they weren't, you know, everyone here knows they were kind of ass. So that's what we're gonna try to unfuck today. Well, not today, tomorrow. That, and as well as teach new things to other people as well, kind of like do 2 birds with 1 stone type shit. Good to go?
Roger that.
Who's got questions?
What's all the things that you want us to teach again? Just so I can get a refresher on what
Alright,
groups
so
I should be pairing off.
yeah, radio etiquette,
Radio.
small unit tactics, 0331s, 0341s, 0351 cross training. CAS, calling for CAS, and what's the last one? First aid and 9 lines.
Okay, we don't do 9 lines in our unit.
Yeah.
That-
We've never done 9 lines. It's pretty simple for us.
Yeah, we cut out most of the fat for calling in support elements.
Okay.
So you probably do have more detail when you're calling in, or maybe not more detail, but you already probably know what we do, but we don't necessarily know what you do when you're calling in
Are
support
you guys
elements.
familiar with the keypad system?
I am, but we don't train it here. We just go down by 8 grids.
8 grids.
Well, tomorrow you'll see how we do it.
Okay.
We do it by grid coordination and keypad system.
Okay.
We do a lot of our shit as manual as possible. Technology's good, don't get me wrong. Technology's really good, but it all comes down to the Marine, and that's how. Yeah.
We don't use any type of technology in game to even do it. We just look at a map, give a bearing approximate if we can, tell them come in whichever direction is good for us, say east to west, north to south, etc. Call in our 8 grid, and then they'll pull through 8 grid and hit that target.
So in essence, it sounds like you do somewhat do a 9 line, but you just don't have all the details.
Right. Again, we cut out most of the...
Whatever the hell that grid would be, come in east to west, we got friendlies that are in this direction, don't do that. They'll come in, do their thing, and fly out, and we'll be good to go. We let the pilots do what they got.
Right.
Infantry simply gives them the coordinates of how we want it done, just to not hit our guys, and we let air execute from there, and we let infantry deal with infantry.
When you guys host your training, when you guys host your joint training, you can teach us how y'all do it. But tomorrow we're gonna teach you guys how we do it, and see if there's a difference. Because I can tell you how we do it, but if you know, it might be exactly the way that y'all do it. It just might. I might be explaining it differently. But
And-
this is the way it is.
No,
Yeah,
we've looked at 9 lines and we made a conscious choice not to do that.
Especially with ArmA.
Yeah,
Can I say something?
sure.
So the reason why you would do this is because you might learn something, we might learn something, we can sort of
Right.
make a compromise based on how we do things.
What I'm saying... Never mind. It's...
They understand, Blair.
Yeah, we understand. We're just telling you...
Is that you're going to be showing us how you do it. We're just explaining that this is something we don't do.
Yeah.
Prior knowledge is not going to be as much as you think.
The way I see it is during the op tomorrow, we're going to have to be utilizing at least one of these 2 methods, which is why we're going to have to come up with a compromise for that. So
We wouldn't have to compromise for anything if you're going to want to teach it your way. We are more than happy to
Okay.
adapt and teach it, learn your way. That's, you know, it's if you guys are hosting this event, then we are more than happy to work with you and learn this stuff. You know, we're not going to be looking at it as, you know, this is what we do it.
You guys seem to have gone down the more realism route, while we've gone down the more efficiency route.
yeah, okay.
So that's all I'm saying, is most of our stuff is meant to be quick
To
and
the point.
efficient,
Yeah,
and
to the point.
because, like, oh no, like, we know that it sucks to get TK'd, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world, because it's a fucking video game and not. So we just cut out a bunch of
See, and
from
that's
the
where we
stuff.
diverge as well, because we actually have a PK system. So let's say, like, I can get PK'd as well. Tyrone can get PK'd. Anyone here in the unit can get PK'd. That's why we try to be careful with what we do. how we
Right.
do it.
Plus,
because
we
in
don't have
reality,
the...
You only get one life.
Yeah, we don't
I mean, we
do
we
the...
died. You can get shot. Like, you can get shot during an op, but you would be considered wounded. How it works is, the point of the system is to pretty much weed out people who are leaders but don't do a good job. So, let's say you lead your Marines to a fucking slaughter, and let's say a grenade killed you, right? So, we look at your body, and if we use the basic ACE medical, so if your chest is like red, head's red, that's a fucking PK. If you bleed out, that's a PK. There's a lot of exceptions, but the purpose of it is to have it where if you're a good Marine, and then you'll still be picking up rank, you'll be doing ops, you'll be doing continuous deployments, and if you keep on doing well, then your character stays alive, and the longer he stays alive, the longer he can get bumped up, and as long as he's active, of course. So we've had, like, Tyrone here, he's my XO, but he's been in the unit for a couple months already, and he's been through, like, his character's been through a lot of shit, through a lot of firefights, a lot of ambushes, hasn't fucking died. We've had 2 people that got PK'd because one crashed into the fucking river, not because ArmA being ArmA, he just wanted to, like, try to get the fucking Medal of Honor or some bullshit, and then another one wanted to stick his fucking head out when there's a sniper, and didn't call for CAS,
Oh,
didn't
no,
call
no,
for
no.
orders, and then got
That
killed.
was Remy, right?
Alexander.
It was Alexander. He had a problem with command.
He also had a problem with being racist.
We had another PK who died
Really?
because he was standing in front of a destroyed building.
The South Shell Rise flag.
General Lee picked, that's General South Shell Rise again.
Yeah, like, that's the reason why we do shit pretty realistically. That's one of the purposes of the unit is a lot of people, I mean, I wouldn't say a lot of people because it's a pretty niche thing. You know, tactical realism, like hardcore realism. You don't see that too often in any video game, especially ArmA. But the thing about ArmA is, I guess it's a video game, but with the proper mods,
Again,
you can make it very well
we
simulated.
know that you guys are more realism than us, but we're less realism, so we cut out some of the stuff in our training.
Yeah,
You guys are gonna have a more rigorous training because your characters have one life and so on and so forth. So that's all I'm saying is, yeah, we'll accommodate your decision so we can do joint ops in the future, but I don't see how we're gonna diverge too differently from the training structure than you do.
Right. I mean, we've done shit with the 17th. We always do shit with the 17th, and you guys are in the BattleNet, so I figured I'd be the one to extend an invite for you to do stuff with us. I'm planning on doing something with the 124th as well, and what else? Who else? Who else is in the BattleNet now? 19th, right? Is 19th still in the BattleNet now?
They haven't entered yet.
They haven't even entered yet, yeah.
I think they've submitted a form, but they haven't been accepted yet. Or they're trying to get in. I'm not exactly
Oh yeah, I
sure on
remember
the
now. A
situation.
new rule was passed. Yeah, a new rule was passed that where freaking an officer or a leader from each
User in your
respective
channel
BattleNet
timed
unit needs to participate with them, and they join up. Like they need to do a join up with them, and then they evaluate how if they're a good fit for the BattleNet or not. That's pretty much how it's working now. So 19 hasn't really been communicating with any of the units.
We did a joint op with them 2 weeks ago, about.
2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, I'm going to have to get in touch with their CO. Because they still got to do something with us, and I don't know if they've done something with the 17th, so I need to get back with them on that. Depending on how things go, they might get accepted to the BattleNet. The biggest reason why they're like really iffy about it is because a lot of those guys were former 105th. Like, not a lot of them, but like some of their core members are former 105th.
Their leadership is primarily 105th.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. A lot of them, well, not a lot of them. There were some of them who had a very kind of a nasty attitude towards other units. Mostly with us, especially with us, like they just didn't like how we did things. And then whenever we tried doing shit with them, they always try to bump heads with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the training operation after the I don't know how to phrase this, training sections, I guess. Can we extend that to be at least 2 hours or so? Because on Saturdays we do operations, and that's what most of our people come online for, is to do something on ArmA that's not training, because our trainings happen on Friday. So they're looking to do something that isn't not learning too much, but more of like activities and things like that. So if we could extend the duration of the training up to be 2 hours or so, I think that'd be better for our members, so we could, so we can have that weekly activity.
So you want a longer session?
Longer, yeah.
Longer end mission.
Yeah, like a longer end mission.
At the end, let's extend that out.
So not be
Right.
45 minutes, but just to be longer.
Right. The reason why I said 45 minutes is I don't want to keep you guys here like a long time.
By then the mission would already be set up. within. So as soon as you guys finish with the, I guess, a simulation, the training session, you guys would be set to move out. So.
All right. You know, yeah, that's good. I won't be able to get here until 1800 tomorrow. I will be attending. Tomorrow. Freaking. Worst comes to worst, I will notify in advance tomorrow morning and have Utah take over. But I'll be running. Utah's gonna set up the course. I'll be giving a briefing and everything to everyone, and then from there, we'll kick things off. Do the round robins. Freaking. Do little courses, get that done, and then give you guys a briefing, get your kit out, and then we'll freaking lock, load, rock and roll.
Okay.
As long as that end mission is a little longer than
40.
expected, as in if it's at least 2 hours, our guy should be quite happy because
Yeah.
he already spent
Oh,
enough time
yeah.
training as is.
Gotcha. Really long ops is what we do here, XD. Especially if I'm Zeusing it.
Oh dear God, no.
Oh god.
Just ends up in a
God.
massive counterattack. Just
Please no.
so.
XD.
Does that mean
It
we need
ends
to
up
take the
with
fucking
DPS.
airstrip again, Hawk?
No. Anyways, does anyone here have any questions, comments, concerns for me
What time
before
are we
I call it?
starting officially?
What's up?
What time are you starting officially?
1800 CST.
Perfect.
Alright, some more guys might not be online for that, but they will be able to make it to the simulation training operation thing.
Right. Just know that the operation that's going to be done, it's going to involve a lot of things that are going to be taught tomorrow. It's meant to see if not just you guys, but like everyone that attended was able to retain that knowledge to an extent where they can apply it. Otherwise, if they're not able to apply it, they're going to get overrun. Like calling in CAS, fire team rushing, setting up a defense. Shit like that. They have to be able to competently do it. Otherwise, it's gonna go to shit real quick.
Quick question, do you guys have O341s? Mortarmen?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Our only support is air support.
Air support, okay. Fine.
Yeah.
O351s, I'm assuming, yes? With the 18-men?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
we
have
have
those.
Okay. Okay.
They're calling them 52s, but whatever. 60.
Okay, my bad.
Nah.
51 is just the general assault.
Well, actually, 51s actually know what the 52s know, except they also know how to employ demo. So
Isn't 52 like heavier AT like tow missiles and stuff?
they use tows, yeah, but everyone that's a 51 ends up getting a 52 classification because when I was in the Marine Corps, I graduated as a 51, hit the fleet, and I didn't cross train to a 52. I cross trained to a 52 in like 2 weeks. I got my cross training done in like 2 weeks, and after that I was a 51 and a 52. Because the only difference is that you get to use like the javelins, you get to use the freaking tows, on tows like shoulder mounted or mounted on a freaking on a 1 ton. But yeah.
Alright. Is there anything that needs to be for pilots? Because I need to go ahead and head off. I got a meeting for my work in real life tomorrow.
No, you're good, follow. Yeah, so that's one thing you guys will be learning is mortars, because mortars are an essential part of the infantry. They are probably the most essential part of the infantry, especially as an expeditionary unit. As a Marine expeditionary unit, you guys are supposed to be autonomous. You're supposed to be able to operate autonomously. And
Alright,
that
I'll see you
that
guys
consists of
later.
combined arms.
Yeah.
Later, man. You have a good one.
User left your channel.
With the mortars, we fire them manually. We don't use the artillery computers, so we get the grid azimuth, we get the range, we use the range card and everything, and it works out pretty well. With some practice, it's pretty easy. The learning curve's not too bad. It's really easy. Actually, Utah here, our XO, he wasn't 0341.
Section lead.
Yep, section leader. So,
There's also leader weapons platoon.
mhm. But it should be an easy class. I mean, all the weapon systems are pretty easy to learn. We teach the max effective range, tactics employed on them, so talking guns, how to set up, you know, a machine gun pit, in the defense, all that stuff. It should be quick. It's real quick. It's real easy. Everyone gets the chance to like use the weapon system, and I don't know. It should be fun. Tomorrow should be fun. One thing about our training is like, yeah, it's training, but we try to make it entertaining.
Okay.
All right. Anything else from anyone here? Going once, twice. Sold. With the fat chick.
Alright.
Back.
We'll see you at 2600, I guess. Central. Or 2800. It's 2800.
1800.
1800. Yeah.
1800.
Right, sorry.
Yes.
For us, it's 19.
Yeah. Oh, well, whatever. Well, I mean, 1800 CST, so 19 EST, or I'm not gonna go.
Then we can try to start the joint op at, I mean, the operation at 2000.
Yeah, should. Yep, definitely.
Our time.
Um,
So like an hour of training, and then we do an hour or 2 hours of mission.
Whether you're done or not, I'll have to put it down and start the op. So
Yeah, and with the training, honestly, like the training is like it's gonna be at the very most an hour and a half. That's like if no one understands what's going on, if people are like going AFK, like I mean that's like worst case scenario. Like the quicker people learn, the quicker we're able to go through the class, the better. So the pace, how fast we get through the training is all on it's all on our guys and your guys. That's pretty much it. So it can go by really smooth, or it can be kind of bumpy. It just depends. We'll see. But either way, we will do a substantially long join out, like actual like sim op, and then that one should be pretty fun too. And then after that, we'll call it.
Alright, sounds good.
Right, but I think that's all I got for you guys. If you have any more questions or concerns or anything like that, do let me know on Discord. If you're not able to reach me, do reach Lieutenant Utah. He's my XO. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Looking forward to working with you guys tomorrow.
Looking forward to it. We're going back to our team speak.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm trying to
See you guys tomorrow.
listen to this and monitor
See
you
ya.
guys at the same time.
Disconnected. Connected. Channel switched. User joined your channel.
I swear, I think I lost a couple brain cells.
Mike, that was retarded.
Kind of stupid, yeah.
The battle of 9 lines at that point.
Hey, we don't do 9 lines. Maybe we're not going to get a bunch of stuff out of it if we learn 9 lines and then we'll never use it again. And you guys won't get a lot out of it because
We'll teach you how to properly use them, but you can't use the artillery computer.
oh, for fuck's sake.
Borders. Apparently using technology to call Kazan. We have to use hand signals, guys.
It just doesn't exist in 25-24, I guess.
No, Bentley, look at me. You need to get eye contact with the bird. You need to start doing hand signals. We'll do something like this.
You just start
Alright.
like...
I don't...
Your message on ground with sticks.
We'll do this. We'll toss out smokes and shit, and then we'll finish your target.
Alright.
Well, they managed to clear out most of the town.
Gotch?
Yes.
I have an issue with the way they're handling...
What, going
Oh
around?
no, I have a
No,
full-on problem with this whole entire mission going on right now.
Not going around, but the way that they just kind of sent the tank and warthog out by themselves.
And then I got...
I mean, I punished them for having the warthog by itself, but...
It's whatever. I thought going around the city was a smart play.
Where's the device on the map right now?
It's in the cargo HQ.
Cargo HQ, that's a tower?
Yeah, it's inside of it. The data pad's on top of it. Yeah, the data pad that they need to get is on top of it.
See, their whole like strategy to this is just really bad.
Yes. Sort of.
They decided to take the town on at first. Took them about, what, maybe 15 minutes to realize they couldn't do that.
Hold on, wait.
Now they've been trying to advance from the hills, and they've been pushed back and forth way too much.
The advancing from the hills is the smartest play to go about this.
I honestly don't think the AI that you're sending after them is that bad anyway.
Nope.
I think they're more or less trying to hit infantry in the town, which is why they're failing.
My issue with it is how they kind of got bogged down in going for full-on assault into the town, and I praise how they decided to just say fuck the town and go around it. But they left their Warthog and Scorpion out by themselves.
Right, and then the Scorpion got picked, the Warthog got picked off by a Bison.
Yeah.
Now, see, they should be, the way they're using the Scorpion is perfect. However, I feel they should start moving infantry using the Scorpion now that it's in cover. Push up some infantry, get in the town. So they have that whole squad now flanking that fire team.
That fire team isn't really doing anything.
Nah.
So it's just
That's gonna get them later.
It may get them later. It's mostly just an AT team that's supposed to be sent to deal with their Scorpion.
They're wasting more ammo engaging that area when they could start using that Scorpion to move up, because they get, look at all the cover that they have moving up.
I'll actually send a fire team to it.
No, let them just...
Let them do their thing, because let that fire team that's moving up do their thing.
They don't have their flank secured too much, though.
Yeah. If they if they drove down that road and stayed straight instead of going off to the right, they'd have that whole ridge of cover to just keep moving. I also don't see a clear structure of command, like just, you know, who is calling the shots.
It's supposed to be Martin.
No, nobody's been listening to Martin at all.
Who the hell is this Twitter man?
I forgot his name. He
Yeah.
hasn't changed his name. We need to tell him to do so. I think it might be...
It might be O'Neill.
Justin base. You want me to TP him here so we can tell him what's going on?
Yep.
Yeah. TP him in. No. Yeah, now that the fact starts... Yeah. My question is, why are they using a quad bike?
It's rapid mobility. It's the only thing that they really have at this point.
They have a... No, they don't have a Warthog out.
Well, at least they're being smarter with the tank than fucking ArmA was.
Okay, Martin's trying to tell Forcell to get on the quad bike. They
Well, maybe
decided to
Forcell-
move through open fields
Forcell
rather
should
than
have
going
listened.
behind, and Forcell's dead.
I'm moving their flagpole.
Can we make the can we make them pay for?
Wait, Turtle Man, are you here? Hello?
Yes.
Alright, Frank, give him what he needs.
What's your name again?
Oh, snap.
Yeah, we need
Yeah,
to get
it's,
your name fixed up and everything.
That's fine. Yeah.
It's all good. Hold on, I'm getting the arsenal up over here.
No. Oh. Alright, they're gonna have to find the data pad.
Did they just knock it down?
Yeah, they knocked the thing down. The device is not destroyed.
GG. I'm gonna drive him in only because you know, they're taking forever. I'll get his equipment. I'll drive him in.
Shit, I don't even know where the data pad is.
Yeah, I think they might have destroyed it.
No, they didn't destroy it. I flung it somewhere, but I don't remember where I flung it.
Just put it back over there.
Well, I need to find it first.
I think Martin just went down. No, he didn't. He's still up and running.
Hang on. Alright, Sir Man. Very simple what you need to get on. Get your equipment?
Yes.
Look at that. Perfect. Alright, come on, mate.
Oh god, Martin was heavily wounded.
So is McShawn. They're having trouble dealing with those people.
When it's just one guy, but he's a fucking god.
I'll be
It
right back.
seems to think nades are the best way to deal with this one guy. Alright, Porcel got him. So Scotch, what do you think about the 4-7? Because honestly, I think they're kind of gay.
I think that they have focused too much on realism, and that's a problem for them. What? A little bit. Okay.
Microphone activated.
I don't like how they're like, oh, we need to do training now. Like, we need to train. Like, what the fuck? You know?
Microphone muted.
Dirty!
Whatever.
Microphone activated.
Oh my god. They are
As soon
so
as they
slow.
started talking about how they don't use the targeting computers, I was like, this unit's fucking stupid.
As soon as they were like, no, we're restarting for Frank, I'm like, okay. Why though?
I don't trust your recording. It really irks me.
User joined your channel.
Yes.
Hello?
I'm back.
User in your channel timed out.
Bye.
So they've decided to set sandbags out rather than dig trenches.
Yeah, I wanted to punish them with a good rocket, but actually I feel like that's something I should do. Do you agree, Scotch?
No. What?
Yes.
Why are they doing digging trench? Oh, for fuck's sake!
Exactly.
Just no. This is going too slow.
Do me a
Anyway.
favor, let's nail the tank. Nail the tank. The tank's been sitting there way too long.
They're way too bunched up right now.
Did
Hold on, I got this.
Did I shoot artillery at them?
No, just do indirect mortar fire. Do not try to hit any of them with it. Just remind them that they're not in
I'll
good
do it
spacing.
behind them.
got them moving.
Oof.
They complain about pre-fired shots.
What?
They're complaining about not hearing the pre-fired shot. Like the fucking noise.
Well, that's fine. I don't give a shit. If I wanted to kill them with it, I could have.
About time that tank is in there.
It's supposed to be a support element, not supposed to roll in directly like that.
Yeah.
Because it will get hit by AT. Are they keeping lines of sight? Maybe, maybe not.
I'm just preventing them from falling back now.
They're supposed to air extract, so once they call in air extraction, then I'll go in, but I don't care if there's AA up or not, because, lol, if their only way out gets shot down, then they'll have to find a way out. I have a hostile Scorpion coming in from the north. How many did you...
10 shots.
Okay.
At least the artillery made them.
User in your channel
like
timed
fantastic.
out.
Oh, Martin just died.
User joined your channel.
Finally took it long enough for that thing to fucking die.
Yeah, that... Josh, did you give them that Scorpion?
Yes. It was going way too
Do me
slow.
a favor, send, make them flank left, on the left and right.
What, they have a Scorpion, a hostile Scorpion going in, so...
Ooh. That sounds fun. Well, they got 2 AT guys, right? No, everybody's got AT, never mind.
Yeah, it should make quick work.
Surprised how Forcell has not noticed that.
It's about to.
You know, he knows it now.
Alright. That is
Alright,
called
you have
poor
to call-
situational.
you have to call it down.
Alright, they recognize the Scorpion.
Forcell finally recognized the Scorpion after getting shot 4 times.
That Scorpion is hunting down Forcell.
Little sap AT right into him. Harper's down.
No, not yet.
Oh, wow, Harper's not down. That thing is eating rockets.
Yeah, they do that.
Scorpion doesn't have wings of fire out right now. They gotta be careful.
2...
It's defanged right now. If they blow... if they blow it up...
I eat
Harper's
my
definitely-
fucking words.
Harper just blew himself up. Please tell me Harper just blew himself up.
No. I think that's blood loss, but he could have.
Harper's gonna die. Yeah, ArmA's dead. He's got the guy killing him now.
Frank, can you radio over them, tell them that they need to find the data pad?
Guys, you need to find the data pad.
Do we even know where the data pad is?
Yes, I spawned it.
Someone just tell me to fuck off.
Well, I think they know that they're not doing too well.
Alright, who's the schmuck that says fuck off? Just
They
want to let you
eliminate-
guys know, you ain't doing too special.
Did they eliminate all hostiles in the town? Because if not, the URF would definitely be...
Yeah, de-garrison them and then send them in.
I can't see them.
Oh, well, lovely.
I'm moving the teleport up.
Okay.
Troops are inbound.
I can't move it actually. You need to move it. Place it in the forest area.
I don't know
By the
where it
compound.
even... Oh. It's already there.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Frank, also tell them when they're ready they can call in for evac.
When ready, you can call in there. You can call in for evac.
I'll be on 41.
That down there? Huh. But no.
Sleep.
Oh, he blew out. Rip. I was gonna keep one of them hostage.
Is this my boy Blackjack?
Fuck. Orso, can you fall back? Alright, we're gonna have to cover you. Come back straight back towards me.
Are they trying to find the data pad? Bryce?
What?
You,
That's the Pelican.
I know. They still need to find the data pad. Oh, oops.
Mark, where the fuck are you going? We don't know, we got captured.
Acceptable losses.
Hey, firm. Squad. Squad at the Pelican, let's roll out.
In the Pelican?
No, we're going on foot. We're gonna find Harbor. And that goddamn data center.
Do we have to?
Probably.
Yeah, do we
Sean
have
might
to?
be hurt. Yeah, he's a shitty SL.
Alright.
Hey, I found some space. That's not hard. That's great. Awesome.
Yeah. What? No. Super easy to do.
Allahu Akbar.
User in your channel timed out.
Here.
User joined your channel.
Shalom.
Hey, Scotch? Scotch.
Yes.
They need to work on how to deal with hostage situations better.
What, did they just shoot the building up?
They just shot the building up. And when I picked up their radio, they were communicating on how exactly they were going to clear the building through their radio. Which, me as a URF officer, if I hear that, I just killed the hostage.
Mission accomplished.
That was fucking stupid.
I really hope Bacon doesn't blow us up.
I hope so too. Oh god, they gotta wait for Tempest.
I don't think we're waiting for Debus.
We need to wait for Tempest.
Yeah, Tepez, move it.
Hey, we already got the objective.
Hang on,
I'm in.
Get 2 more in. Stop and take off.
He's just dying on the ground. Let's go. Can we go now? Yep.
Spooling engines.
Alright. Let's get this burden training up and ditch these calls. I'm alright with that. Bye. Bye.
You can get it to the Pelican, oh my god!
Alright, if you don't get flying, I'm gonna get running.
Someone tell them that they have airstrike sundown on their position.
Oh my god.
This is really bad.
let's go. We're all getting in your feet.
There's an incoming airstrike on our position.
Alright, we'll get moving.
He's not getting in.
Dust off, dust off.
Little man power.
All right.
So, close the oh boy. And oh my Jesus. Is Logan?
I'm not.
More so, it's not funny, it'll never be funny, stop doing it.
Why are you laughing, Buckley?
Cause I kept, oh my god, I'm over it.
User in your channel timed
I'm
out.
about to eject.
What are you doing, boy? What's funny? Start treating the wounded, boys. It's a weird thunderstorm.
Alright. Where's Fort Sill? How we're going?
What's up, boy?
I'm killing you.
I did
Let's
bake
be
over
Pelican.
my goddamn immersion.
They fucking flashed me. And then I died.
Yeah, who's getting me voted for that flash?
It wasn't telling you guys. Let's
Hell.
go.
Scott's gonna fucking fly.
He lived, bitch.
Time for me to get out.
Martin, it makes me feel better. I had no frame. Smoke.
Fuck.
Oh, I hear my heart rate.
Really?
Pop an epi. An epi.
Oh my god.
Epi, boy. Pop it.
I got the
Oh, here, I got you. Stay still.
The so-called experts told me not to bring any spares. I'm looking at you.
Always bring 2 or 3 of each.
Of epi.
Usually you never need epi until you take like 4 morphine.
Yeah, I got to enjoy some time as a hostage.
You like my banana flavored vape?
Why are you like this?
User joined your channel.
Squad, I give up on being squad leader.
Why do you give up on it?
Because I don't want to be it anymore.
Alright, Martin, it's okay. Sometimes you do bad and sometimes you do good.
Motion tracker in a building and he shot 2 of our guys unconscious.
Alright, who's shooting in my castle?
It was Frank.
Alright, that's a flogging.
Save the flogging for later.
See the floggings for Viking.
This is my castle. My northern castle.
This one is mine.
The not king of the north.
I hope lives inside.
He's gonna kill Viking.
I will
Hey, can I
drop
shoot
a
through this
frag
into the
on you
roof?
and I will. Oh god, someone threw something.
Sorry, you guys have
My
to vape
castle.
once in a while.
I rule
The nicotine
everything.
sort of
we
like-
doing the debrief?
Yeah, we're doing a debrief.
Debrief, come on. I don't want to do a debrief.
I wish my castle had a mode.
Get up here. Yeah, fuck you.
It's a,
Got a concrete.
that wasn't me for the
Alright, who's getting you modded?
I got him.
Oh, for all
Alright.
of us.
Who's flashing in my castle?
You know it, Buckley.
That's it.
Everybody else
Like,
Their punishment is to join the
whoa.
watch. Whoa!
User joined your channel.
Dude.
Whoa, Viking! No team killing!
Alright. That's right.
Alright.
And my powers invested in me of the King of the North, you are now a second lieutenant, Frank Vacan.
Hey, get me out of here.
Just climb up. No, Martin, you come here.
Debrief without Martin. That was horrible.
You accept this punishment as it has been described to you.
Do you have a
Alright, that's it.
Guys, can I hide down there?
Powers invested in me.
Sure.
You are now Lance Corporal.
I want everybody to shut the fuck up.
Alright, that's it. Hang on. Who's
Look
yelling
up,
out here?
lads.
Alright, who's yelling outside my castle walls? Oh my god, alright, I'll deal with this. Alright, watch out, I gotta deal with a Neanderthal.
Going in an artillery strike on position.
Sir, welcome.
0, 4, 8, 5. Break.
Don't shoot him.
1.
No. Well, he's just gonna shoot you back.
This is how we deal with Neanderthals outside the castle walls.
Are you actually doing a debrief or
Yes.
I'm trying to do a debrief. There's not gas. Buckley over here won't shut the fuck up. I'm gonna send Buckley. I'm gonna send Buckley to a happy daycare center.
Alright, if you remove me from my castle walls, you will be severely punished.
Skyrim belongs
What
in
the
the Nords.
fuck are you retards doing?
Alright, that's it.
Well-
Anyone with a gas.
We're gonna do debrief. Martin.
Zeus heal me.
Jesus fucking
I'm
Christ.
gonna stand right here like a smart person because I know what
Fucking
you
Zeus heal me. I can't hear shit.
I don't care if you can hear shit. That doesn't help.
What the fuck are you saying? I
Could you
can't
stop
hear
shooting us
shit.
up? Whoever's shooting us up. Okay.
Hey, are you on yelling?
I don't know why Tep is spinning me.
You just got lit up.
Hang on, let me get the cannon.
Can also people get teleported out there because fucking, branch movement doesn't fucking work?
Oh!
Yeah. Fine, you get up there.
Fuck.
So, like, you have to climb up. Jesus.
Stand by, I'm getting the cannon.
Where are we getting shot from?
Somehow Bryce made it all the way over there and is now shooting at us.
Oh,
Alright.
stand by.
Come on, dude.
Why?
Can I get a... Jesus.
My face.
Alright, there are 11 people in here.
That's
Kill me with it.
Jesus Christ.
Who needs a break, right?
Can I get an AC?
Hey!
Killed him with a rocket. He's dead.
I swear to fucking God.
Jay! Drunk Buckley has now been dealt with. Debrief time.
Can we do it down there? Because somebody's gonna keep on shooting us, boy.
No, he's dead.
Alright, AC? Yeah.
Can I get help, please?
No.
I can't climb up.
Negative.
I got you. You cannot.
Fuck you. Anyways, you guys position, you guys sucked at it. There was a lot of opportunities you could have blanked without getting shot. Just saying. Let me go ahead and mark that on the map right now. For example, you follow
Yeah,
that
by the way,
purple line.
Turtle, you're in
Yeah,
a
it's
friggin'
gonna be
box. Hey, Viking, can we do it down here? Some people can't make it up there, apparently.
Finally.
Also, some people...
Hey, fuck you guys, you're all gay.
Fuck you, Martin.
Oh.
Is this
Double
fucking
later.
sword break?
Viking, stop killing
You don't
people,
know
my
where I
god.
Okay.
Act rank.
As I was saying, if you look at your map, you see the purple line?
Yes.
You could have had a nice flanking position right there. I don't know why it's written in like that. Could have flanked in this way.
And how would you know where the
According to
distribution of forces are?
We died.
According to Martin had bad luck. But you guys were sitting in this relative location for a long time. Yes, force out. You will not bleed out.
I will save you.
Thank you.
One of the things I would like...
Listen, you squatting gopniks. Biggest thing, you guys like to sit in areas way too long. There was no reason why you should have had an entrenching area. You just kept moving. You're a small team.
Not this again.
BTS?
Sorry, not
Get out of here, Viking. I want to hear from Scotch.
What?
Martin,
He's on the field more.
I
He
was
knows
in the
how you
field
know
and I
what
was
it's like.
watching you.
He
BTS
doesn't play
Viking.
hockey like you.
PS4 sale
Come
tonight.
on, where
Martin,
are you, Scotch?
Martin, you wanna shut the fuck up?
There.
Sit down and shut the fuck up.
Hey Frank, you might want to look up.
I see you got me. Shut up. Anyways, again, look at more opportunities rather than just trying to assault the front. You realize you took the you were trying to take the city head on. Then realized you couldn't. I heard Martin say 4 times to fall back. However, everybody was already falling back. Which leads to another thing. Know where your teammates are. Especially when you get shot. Or Buckley got stuck in a fucking destroyed building for like 10 minutes.
I don't know what he's doing there going that far when there's guys on the right. Him.
And you were getting flanked from all sides. You had a very bad position. I mean, at that point, you could have put down some trenches, definitely, and
Well,
defended your location.
Why don't you dig me a trench right now?
Okay.
Yeah, treat to go in trench.
Whoa.
The fuck?
Duh.
Alright. Not any inputs because Martin's pissing me off.
No, my hat.
Hold on, isn't any.
Your God,
Oh,
no.
it's not an any.
Can we stop shooting, please? Come on.
Did anybody not recognize the innie over there?
We did.
It's a lot.
It was Buckley.
It was
Damn
Christ,
Buckley.
people.
You're getting hurt.
Jesus.
So yeah,
I think trenches work.
trenches work.
Yes, trenches do work.
If that was your point, or if your point was it takes too long, you were there for 5 minutes, so digging a 30-minute trench, a 30-second
Scott,
trench.
can you see this?
Yeah, I can see it. So here's the problem.
You can't see it.
The normal trenches that are part of ACE work. The grand trenches do not.
This is a grad trench right here.
Yeah,
Works.
so dig normal trenches and not grand trenches. All right. I like the idea of doing a Warthog rush to the sides of it, so you didn't have to push through that whole entire city. I was not anticipating that. However, it failed because you did not clear out all the threats on that you could have been eliminated on, such as the Bison. You stacked up, and then that led to both of your Warthogs getting destroyed in less than 10 seconds.
Can we stop putting shit around?
I don't know why you're carrying around sandbags, Forcel, but those are almost useless.
Those are horrible.
I use them so I can brace it against something.
You can use the trenches for that.
The trenches don't like cooperating with ballistics. If you brace it against them, a lot of times it'll stop the bullet. Sandbags are basically just cleaner than trenches to shoot over.
You said wiener.
Hey, Buckley, we all know you're drunk. Why don't you go home?
Well, first of all, I'm not drunk, and second of all, Bacon, I am home.
You
No.
guys,
Go
I think I
home.
can't afford internet in
Go
my
home.
house, and I'm playing at the local McDonald's.
Yes.
Real mature.
you guys, learn how to handle hostage situations.
Oh God!
Oh,
Matt
no.
Frank.
Well, I'm just gonna sit here and pick it.
Oh
And Buckley's the only fucking
Shows that
guy.
I'm
He dove on the grenade.
I am good.
Does dabbing on grenades really protect the rest of the squad from it?
I don't know, does it, Forcel?
I don't know.
Martin.
I
wanna
kind
know
of need a
things.
Zeus heal. Alright, thank you.
Oh,
I am
alright.
good.
Moving on.
You guys you didn't secure your flanks. You stayed in a position for too long. If the AI will gravitate towards gunfire and move to root you out. Bentler was spawning in a bunch of shit that I didn't necessarily want him to.
I did not.
I couldn't
Yeah,
tell
Why
him.
there was so much Bentler, and then one of my guys just got lit up by a guy that said Bentler.
There was also the magical teleporting pistol bandits.
Okay, listen.
I couldn't directly tell Bentler to stop possessing units and stop spawning in bisons because we were in a meeting. However, it was
I
pretty...
did not spawn in any bison.
You spawned in
except
a
for the one I
bison?
spawned in before.
Yes, there were...
Yes,
Before
for so.
before they even started moving.
However, you still performed poorly even if the bisons weren't there. You guys need to check your threats, deal with your threats. You cannot over-advance and then get You can't over-advance without seeing the threats first. You guys over-advanced in the Warthogs, and then the bison lit you up. If this was the 4-7, you would have all had to restart your characters for plain stupidity.
Don't mention 4-7, please.
Speaking of the 4-7, we're doing a joint training with them tomorrow. By training, I mean actual training. So I'm not going to say don't show up until about 8 p.m., but if that's how you want to handle doing a joint training, then go with that. Okay? There is a fun op scheduled after, not fun op. They don't have fun in that unit.
This is my opinion on that.
This unit, Josh?
No, they'll be hosting a joint training simulation, I guess we'll call it, after the training.
So another training after the training.
Yeah, but it will be more like this rather than be more like actual boot camp, which is what we're doing before the training.
Jesus.
Boot camp will start at...
Martin, what the fuck is
Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. They're gonna go over 9 lines. They're gonna go over 9 lines in RTO certifications.
Hey, Martin.
Hey, I don't hear
Good job.
We're gonna... Also, PTS is in effect now. Because just too much interruptions.
PTS Bentley?
Yeah.
Okay, so first thing I want to comment on is the indie soldier with my name. That was controlled by Frank initially, and then I tried to remote control it. Because they were wounded in the ground. On the ground, and I wanted to have a little hostage situation. And now moving on to the hostage situation, you fuckers decided the best way to deal with it was to blow up the fucking building.
Where did Viking come from?
Which scared
I saw him literally spawning that building. I was like,
He did.
what
He
the
teleported
fuck?
right behind me and shot me in the back of the head.
That's what
I
Mike
shot
PTS sorted out.
I shot somebody in the window, and then
Why did you
I'm the
teleport
one that
in
shot
there?
you in the back of the head.
PTS 4-cell.
Go ahead, Forcell.
Thank you. Yeah, Viking, pretty sure you're teleporting around during the mission. That's what I was salty about
I was
Scotch earlier.
not actually teleporting during the mission.
There was... at...
Around as a civilian, and then I was dressed up in the blue gear, and then I actually had to disconnect because I broke my fucking game, and then I just kind of watched.
Okay.
Well, I was killed by somebody you remote controlled who spawned into a building and then gunned down 2 of our guys.
So, with the datapad incident, the datapad was in the cargo HQ. Do any of you remember what happened to the cargo HQ?
It got blown up?
Oh, yes.
Blow it up.
So, when there's a HVT, precious data, anything that is destroyable or could be easily lost, don't blow it up.
I mean, I was told to blow it up, so I'm gonna blow it up.
Okay, where's Martin at?
Josh, to comment on that, you kind of didn't give them any rough location where it may be.
I said the most obvious building.
That could mean a lot. Like, I thought you were talking about it being inside one of the warehouses.
Sounds like you depended a lot on assumptions, to be honest there.
Tell the Frank briefing.
Well, so here's the thing. Squad leaders need to be able to think for themselves and be able to go on rough data. Oh my god. Martin, stop.
PTS 4-cell.
Go for it.
Alright. I wasn't, done, but, Viking.
Oh my god,
Jesus Christ. Viking, another thing, I wasn't necessarily upset that you were remote controlling a guy that downed me, but as soon as I woke up, before I had a chance to do anything, I was gunned down.
Yeah, it's because the AI gunned you down.
I was still remote controlled by you, bud.
Yeah, I
Said
remote
you killed
controlled him, and then, like, I saw you wake up, and then I was like, fuck, I'll just finish you off.
At the end I was toggling unconsciousness because you guys weren't doing so well and it was getting an hour and a half into the thing.
kind of what happens when you send a squad after a whole company.
Well, alright.
Don't care.
We do with that every operation.
You?
So there's no real excuse.
The AIs
Alright,
don't.
Vince, Mr. Squad Leader, how about you give my rank to him?
What?
Vince, usually
I
when
mean,
we're dealing with
I'll
AIs during operations, we're either split up as squads or they're not so concentrated.
Yeah, sending
I mean,
like
if you're
6
in
people
big
up against
squad.
80 plus
Frank,
people
you
makes
offend
0
you.
sense.
I mean,
The...
not to like...
Every... You guys have the same complaint every single time we do an NCO training. The operations are supposed to be difficult, so when we... I mean, the training is supposed to be difficult, so when the operation comes, you guys... It's easier, and you've dealt with worse. Okay? So nothing should really surprise you.
Supposed to be shit so much
Hey, squad leader, why don't you hold fucking still?
What? I'm not a squad leader. I'm a corporal.
Motherfucker.
You know, I was just about to do that.
Good job, McSean.
Yeah,
By
you
the way,
beat me
Frank,
this
I
much.
healed you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You're
you
welcome.
basically said fuck it and said Sean, you're the squad leader about back half of the mission.
Yeah.
Easy, Mixel. The fuck was that?
Fuck is what?
I don't know, but I heard...
Yeah. It's like Sean.
Little pissed, just a little bit pissed about it.
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious.
Anyway, enough of that. Moving
That
on.
noise was...
Big Sean, you're now healed, by the way.
Thank you. Scott, anything else?
No, you guys are dismissed. I'm sorry that it went so poorly for you. But again, it's supposed to be difficult, so you guys can learn.
Oh dear God, you're fucking...
If you give up halfway through, then you're not... It's pointless. You're supposed to...
Fuck are you doing?
You're supposed to have a little bit of resolve when you're
I
doing
will
this.
see you guys tomorrow because
Have some.
I've been working all day, so I'll just be chilling on Discord and watching
So
TV.
have I, Frank.
So I will be I'll be back.
Be jerking off all day.
That was not me.
Oh shit, Frank, no!
Okay, you guys are dismissed.
Okay.
He was going down there.
Giggity giggity.
More so, catch.
Stay alive, stay alive, ha 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 ha, stay alive.
You work on it.
I got shit to do in the roleplay channel, so.
Well,
Can I get an
was
invite
being
to the
stopped.
roleplay
Unmuted.
channel?
Alright, that's it.
Yeah, you can request
You're
for your
dead.
tags on Discord.
Alright, that's it, Harper. You're
Okay.
dead.
In the bedroom.
What did I do, Buckley?
User
What?
disconnected
You
from
lived.
your channel.
Therefore, you must die because nothing is immortal.
I mean, I definitely did not live. I was taken hostage.
Channel switched. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Alright, Logan.
User
What-
joined your channel.
What's